I need to make a car. And to give you a little context, I am on the raceway that one of the SMP members built in the Create Aeronautics SMP. You could check it out if you're interested. And in a few days, we have a race to decide who is the coolest and the best in all of the land. And here is our car garage where we already have a bunch of people with logos, first of all, and more importantly, cars behind these spoiler walls. Oh, and there's also a car behind me, which we've already seen, one of the racing cars. I don't have a single thing, which means I am deeply behind. I don't even have a garage anymore to be able to put my car. I'm gonna have to like make a shack on the side. I'm a little bit behind, if you couldn't tell. And I actually haven't seen anyone else's car design, so I can't be spoiled by it, but I need to make something incredible that will beat people on this track. And to give you a little overhead view, this is what the track is. So there's actually quite a few straightaways, but there are some curvy bits as well, and a pretty steep right angle turn here. I'm gonna be honest, I want to try to make an F1 car because those things are sick. That's basically it. We are also allowed to use thruster engines, which is basically like adding a jet engine to our car. This is just one of the examples that we were given on what we could be building. At least for me, it's too big and too slow. So we're gonna try to make something way faster, and I guess let's just jump into a creative world and see what I can come up with. Because I'm thinking I don't know if this is crazy, but like this is using an engine, like a loser, and like you have to turn on the engine here, and then it's like in there, but then it'll start going. I'm thinking we just use those thruster engines, because you put them on jets and they're good. What if we did it with a car? We're over now in a super flat world with the same track going all the way around here. And I'm doing this just so that I can build a thing and then test it on the track instead of trying to build it in survival right afterward. But I'm thinking we have, let's say, I guess wheel there, and then we probably just want a 1 block gap over on the other side here. And since we aren't using our wheels as kind of propellers and instead we're using thrusters, we don't actually need to connect these bearings to power or anything. So I think that'll make whatever we build super light. And I'm thinking, you know how like sails in Create Aeronautics, they can cause lift. If you're making a plane, you want your sails to be like this. What if we wanted the opposite of that to keep this thing on the floor? And I'm thinking, how about we just make the whole body of our car downforced sails? Is that crazy? I feel like it's gonna work because it's the opposite of airplane wings. It'll like push it down. I don't really know how good Aeronautics is at stuff. Oh, and this is also working. So we're gonna be using backpacks with gasoline in it. That's just one of the mods that we have. I think it pairs pretty well with these thrusters, and with an advanced pump, you can output it to interact with tanks and pipes. So it's filling our gasoline automatically. So if we do this on all 4 sides, all 4 of those should fill up. And then all we need, low key, are redstone links here. Oh, and then I guess the last thing we need is to break off the front little bits, put redstone links here for turning. Now, I think we could just connect and configure all of these to a linked thing. So now, if we want to go forward, backwards, left, right, that's a car. Okay, so with this, we can assemble this contraption. It's kind of cool looking. Let's just hop in and drive this thing around and see what the heck happens. So if I go into here, oh, okay. You can't go a full flip. Oh, and it might be a little bit, oh, no, we got it. Look at that. Oh, I did it again. Oh, that was a sick barrel roll. Okay, so our steering is gonna be heavily an issue, but this is crazy. I'm basically just making a rocket car. So I put the velocity thing on here. Oh, I need goggles. I was wondering why I couldn't see my speed. I just need these, and then we should be able to also see how fast we're going. Oh, 70 meters per second? And sometimes we flip around a little bit. Oh, and maybe you get stuck on our side? No, we're back. We are so back. Okay, no, and also it looks like we can turn if I just tap left and right. So I can't hold it, because then we'll flip, but I could tap it. I feel like we have to try this on the track. I have a hunch we're gonna be going too fast, and it's gonna be impossible to handle, because our turning can literally only be full left or full right. Okay. No, this is actually, okay, it's really tough to try to do those minute turns. Oh boy, okay. No, we're good. 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 I really should check. I should set up a lap time counter to see how fast I am in this car. Okay, so we do have drawbridges, and I think that's one of my main issues is that I'm not gonna this isn't really a fine motor control type of vehicle. Like, I'm either going 100% or not at all. Okay, but this is where this is gonna shine, a straightaway. Okay, and then if I need to turn anything, I immediately crash into the foliage. Okay, this is a good first attempt. I think it might be a little bit too stupid. Like, I think we need it to be smarter and a little bit better. But I also think we're gonna need to have an engine and the tires move, which I feel like might be a little bit of a challenge. But I suppose we could try it out. Okay, after a lot of tinkering, I have gotten this thing set up. This is, without using any thrusters or rocket-powered engines, a car that might work. So our diesel engine is the thing that's powering everything. This generates 1200 SU, and then that is going into first a clutch so that we can like start and stop our car. Like if we wanted a handbrake, that's our handbrake. And then we have something called a sequential gear shift, which if we look in it, gives you 6 gear options, including one in reverse, and a redstone link to configure it. So I'm thinking we use this as our kind of configuration here. I will need to set up separate redstone links for this, but again, that's not a huge problem. Ooh. Oh, I can't put these in here. Ooh. Okay, we'll change it up, no worries. If we connect to this, you could see, oh, we have a car. And this is all-wheel drive. So both of the sets of our wheels are connected, you could see through there, are connected after the sequential gear shift, which was impossible to do. I figured it out, but it was really challenging. And it does mean that our whole kind of car thing is a dense 2 blocks tall, which I think is gonna increase the weight, but this should be a ton easier to try to control. So if we head off, we could see, yeah, there we go. So we are at 0 stress units remaining, and we are going 192 RPM. But this thing's pretty rapid, so I feel like this is gonna work pretty well on the track. So I think this might be where we set up a lap timer and see how quickly we can go. Yeah, let's say right at this birch tree, and I'm gonna set a timer on my phone to see what our lap time is. We are gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're up at 5. I basically, as long as I don't flip, I think we're, oh boy. Okay. No, other than us turning 100%. Oh, okay, maybe I should have gone slower here. That's okay. This is a skill issue that can be fixed later. All right. What's our lap time so far? 24 seconds. We are actually flying through this thing. Okay, I feel like we're gonna need to slow down. I was right. I was right. Okay, next. This is a jump over a bridge. Oh boy, I've ruined it all. Okay, we gotta turn around. Okay, it feels like the one thing that this needs is better handling, like more fine motor control, and then also maybe some thrusters to like control us in the air. Okay, but that's our lap time. 1 minute and 2 seconds. That feels pretty good. That feels way better. That's way better than I thought it would be. This thing is pretty rapid. So I've also done the same technique where we have some sails underneath here to get more speed, more oomph. And I bet we could speed this thing up if we get rid of some of the weight here and replace it with shafts. And then honestly, I didn't even use the clutch. Get rid of it. I don't want it. And that makes it quite a bit lighter. I think this is a pretty good contender. What I want to do now is add in some rockets to this. So the issue with rockets is that they need to be, let's get one. They need to have space behind them to push stuff out. Otherwise they won't work, which is actually a really nice feature. But then separately, they need an input spot for a backpack to go. So I can't put one like snugly in here. I need to put it a block above, which kind of sucks. That's going to increase the size of our car pretty much no matter what, unless I can get this whole thing to be 1 block tall, which is going to be a doozy. Oh, and then another thing. Over on that bridge over there, I went over that lip and then was in the air for a really long time. Can we have a thruster going upward, and this might seem crazy, that is powered with gasoline that we can push the car down as soon as we go over a jump so that we get traction again and can turn. I think it could work, you know? So we are running out of space on our car, but I have set up our thrusters and they should be working. So let's speed this thing up and we can, oh, that's not working. Why is that not working? Okay, I've reconfigured those back thrusters. We should have them working now. Oh, controlling it is the hardest part. Controlling it is the hardest part. We're gonna need to figure out a way to fix that. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I could do this. Okay. Wait, no, maybe this is good. Oh, this is bad. Okay, trying this again. Oh, our thrusters are working. And at least on straightaways, they're pretty good. Okay, when we're going that fast though, we are flipping over. I think we're getting top heavy. What I want to do now though is get another lap time in with this new setup and see what can happen. Because I think, honestly, just adding in the pushy downy one might be enough. Because we can also get good speed going on that straightaway. I think we can cut some time off of our time. All right, we're back at our starting line with this birch tree. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. We got 1 minute and 12 seconds. It's slower. It's worse and slower. It's worse and slower, and this is stupid. And what? Why is this worse and slower? I thought this would be better. I thought it would be better. Why is it worse and slower? Is that just technical error? Do I need a better control system? Actually, I was just looking up. We have create tweaked controllers, and I think this lets us connect a literal controller to my linked controller and redstone links. I don't know if this makes it so that I can have like fine motor controls. Where's my steering? On my steering over here, but it may. So I've grabbed a controller. We can configure this now. So if I go left, yeah. Oh, it binds it. And same with right. Okay. Okay, I've gone ahead and linked it up to a controller. How does this? Oh, wow, that's so much better. I might win just because of this. Honestly, I'm actually so confident. Let's reverse a little bit more. Let's give ourselves a further lap time by a little bit. 1 minute 27. So each time it gets worse. Maybe this isn't as scientific methody as possible, but is it just better to not even bother with the thrusters? Probably, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna figure out how to drive these things. Currently, I think my biggest issue is that these thrusters are too high up. I think I need them on the second block here, and I think our car can only be 2 blocks tall, which is gonna be a hassle. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be so honest. Behold. Whatever this is. Okay, this is actually really, really good. This looks the most like an F1 car out of anything I've built so far. We are back to using a ton of windmill sails for the chassis, and as you can see, holy cow, is it simple. We have a bunch of thrusters in the middle here, but otherwise it's very straightforward. We have an engine over on the bottom, a sequential gear shift here that powers just the back wheels. That's all there is to it. And I hope I've configured my controller correctly. So if we go like this, reverse, forward, yep, left, right, boost. That boost makes us bounce. Oh, and then I've also added with these redstone links back here, a braking system. It turns out that if you power it from above, the wheels will brake, and I've added that on all 4. Maybe we just do the back ones? I don't really know. But this should maybe do something, which is cool. We're also over at the front here, which means we can see and we can hop into our seat. So let's drive this here before we get onto the actual stage. But what we can do is bump this up and boost. And we can turn. It's so low to the ground that we can turn at full booster speed. This thing is a menace. I'm still using a controller for this because that is the only way that I could do anything, but I don't see a way that we could flip this unless I absolutely mess it up. Like, I'm trying to flip this. Let's go as fast as we can, a hard left turn. It's so smooth. Look at that. Okay, now though, the real test, we need to get onto the track. So here is our old stupid one, and look, the size comparison and complexity. All-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive cars, baby. But we have another time trial to get to. So let me test this out. Let's see what our time is. 3, 2, 1, go. Again, a little bit of a timer because I needed to start my timer. So we have already lost a few seconds there. And honestly, a minute and 2 seconds is hard to beat. I've also crashed in that time, which I feel like should make it easier. Oh my god, well, how smooth was that, can I just say? Oh, that lagged. That lagged. That's okay. We're still in the race. But I think I'm gonna mainly just need to be careful about my thrusters. I think that's what's gonna lose me the race. Yeah, see? So we tilt forward a little bit. Okay, this is a problem. We're at 48 seconds. Oh my god, no! This is totally gonna... If I don't absolutely screw it up, this is totally gonna win me the race. This car. Okay, we have now hit a minute and 2 seconds, but I've been going back and forth here for like 30 minutes. Okay, get up there. Get up there, get up there. And let's see, on this straightaway... A minute 20. Oh, I did it again! Okay, the car's a little bit tilted. The car's a little bit tilted forward. The center of mass is somehow on the front of this car? Or is it because of our sails? It totally is. Because think about it. We have sails in the front here that's pulling the front down when we use it. Let me fix this real quick. Second attempt with our slightly modified car. Oh, so much better. Yeah, that was totally the issue. Okay. And then rotate, get along. 50 seconds. We cut it by 12 seconds just with that little fix. We have beaten our time. We got 50 seconds there. This is gonna work way better. Okay, we have as many sails, honestly, I think as we can fit, but we could maybe add a spoiler. Okay, this is the second half of this video. We gotta make this thing look not stupid. Because what is this? And I actually have schematics of F1 cars on my other screen. I've already kind of laid it out like an F1 car. Like the front wheels feel a little bit disjointed from the rest of the car, which is kind of what we've done here. But we need to make it look a little bit better. The back wheels, so like in a normal F1 car, there are like blocks here that cover and go around and over these back wheels here. And I'm thinking maybe we could try to do that with some copycats. But as I said at the beginning of this video, it needs to be 3 blocks wide, and maybe we can do a little bit more with some copycats. But it needs to be thin, because these tracks are not wide. We need to be able to pass people. This is 18 blocks across in this straightaway. It is going to be a tight squeeze. And I don't know how much sabotaging is allowed, but if I were in first and someone is passing me with 2 thrusters on their stupid F1 car, I am running them off the road. Not a great look for me. I'm gonna need to be quick and squeezy. But let's try to make this thing look good. I feel like I've cooked right away. I'm a fan. I think this looks pretty good. And I honestly, I'm only really stuck on, do I do something like this? I think so. Yeah, this is gonna look fantastic. Look at that. Oh, and the good news about this is that we can all color it and I guess paint it at the very ends. We can make it fit whatever theme we want to. But I think for a start, that is pretty good. And I've gone ahead and finished up a prototype here. This is looking pretty okay. I have had to move some things around, like this redstone link has now been moved to the front, just so I could get a good tapering off on the back. But otherwise, I think this looks pretty good. I need to remake this into a contraption and then get to painting it. Painting it is just gonna be like putting concrete in places, but I don't really know what color scheme to go to. So maybe I make a bunch and then pick my favorite. So I've gone ahead and done just that. Just as a reminder, everything's gone. What has happened? It's invisible. Oh, and now it's double gone. Okay, no worries. But I've gone ahead and built in a bunch of colors. So we are using this Loco Metal block from Steam and Rails. We are using this like general thing and then a bunch of different colors for it because it works really well. I'm a big fan of it. Now though comes the hard part of which color scheme do I like the most? And this is the most recent one that I built. I'm thinking I like the yellow and orange the most. I made blue and orange and light blue and orange to try to fit my channel colors, but honestly, I don't really know if it works. I think this one works the best. There is also the classic kind of Ferrari F1 colors of white and red, but for whatever reason, I think it makes the car look fast. So maybe I'm not gonna go with that. I'll keep thinking about it, but I think let's try to do a lap time with our brand new and fully designed car. All of these are the same. They just look different, so we can use any one of them. But I haven't tested it with the spoiler or with all of the extra copycat stuff. So there might be more weight, we might be slower, there might be terrible things that occur with weight distribution. I have genuinely no idea. So I think let's try it. I'm gonna grab this one because currently I'm liking it the most, and let's bring it over to the start line. We are at the starting line. I have my stopwatch ready in 3, 2, 1. We're off. All right, we are kind of gonna need to book it here. And this is actually going really smoothly. So handling, I feel like, has increased. And low-key, we're flying. Yeah, handling is so much better. It also feels like we're slower, which may be an issue with the new sails or potentially the weight. There are a bunch of potential reasons for it, and honestly, I don't know what they are. What we saw just then, though, the front of the back of our car actually went forward a ton. 44 seconds, by the way. That is so much faster than what we had before, by like another 6 seconds, which is really good. What this also means, I think I can add in 2 sails here. So I don't know if you saw, but before, when we had too many sails in front, it tipped forward. This time it tipped backwards because of the 2 sails back here. So I think if we level this out, it should actually work really well. So I'm gonna just quickly test that, but I think our car is done. As always, the schematic for this will be in the description, so if you wanna download the car and play with it yourself, be my guest. You are probably gonna have to use this mod pack to do it, and I'll leave the link to this mod pack in the description. I also want to plug a bunch of other stuff. So I have merch, you could check that out if you care. Another thing I want to plug is my YouTube membership and a server that I'm starting for YouTube members. And that, I actually have a start date now. The server is going to be opening on Friday, June 19th. So if you're interested in that type of thing, you could join my YouTube membership. It's $3 US, at least in the US. You could find more information to it in my Discord once we get to that point, but it should be a lot of fun. So please, 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 if you're interested in that type of thing, check it out. But that's gonna do it for this video. I want to quickly get around here again just to verify without messing it up that this is going to work. And I think it will. Easy. Okay, I really have to wait until we get to the bottom. But that's really good to know. But oh my goodness, look how quick this is. And the additional handling has actually made it so I can rocket around corners as well, which feels a little bit broken. Guys, I can't really imagine me losing this. I'm gonna be so honest. That has got to be my fastest time, for sure. I feel like we can get down to 30-second lap times. I have, what, 12 seconds to go, which is a lot. I think I've currently burned 22 seconds, so 12 additional seconds is a ton. But I feel like we can get around this track pretty quickly. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This went so successfully. I'm so excited for the race. It will be coming out relatively soon after this video, so if you want to see the outcome of that race, make sure you're subscribed. I will see you all next time, and let me get out instead of giving you absolute brain aneurysms. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!